Hello everyone. Today we're going to see how we can leverage on Cloud NAT of GCP to access internet. So why do we need Cloud NAT or a NAT gateway? So there might be uh, a requirement where uh, you might not like to, or you would like to restrict your VPC from inbound traffic, from any inbound traffic. What it means is you are having a VM instance and you don't want to allow anybody from internet to access your VM, but you want to download updates, or you would like to access any internet website or an external website. So you want an outbound traffic only, not an inbound traffic. So in that case, a NAT or a NAT gateway, which in GCP they call it Cloud NAT, can help you to achieve this use case. So we can see how we can configure a Cloud NAT. So let's go to VPC. So I have created a VPC, which is my VPC, in a custom mode. So there was already an existing default VPC, so I don't want to use default VPC. I have created a VPC in custom mode. So let's go to the VPC. Here I have defined a public subnet. I've just named it a public subnet, but you can name it anything. So which is in the region US Central and having a CIDR range of 10.0.0/24, which is supposed to provide me with 256 IP addresses, right? So so there is a VPC configuration I have. Now if I go to VM, okay, so one more thing before this I would like to show is there is a firewall rule. If I go to the firewall rules, there is one firewall rule which is allow SSH. So I should be able to use SSH to log into this VM. Now if I go to the VM instances, I have created a VM instance which is having a external IP, which is an ephemeral IP of 34.133.251.32, right? So but that is not what I want, because this is exposed to the internet and anybody can access it via the internet gateway. So what I need to do is I can go to this instance, I can click on edit, there in the networking section, yeah, so I can expand this section and I can make this ephemeral IP as none, because I don't want an external IP address. So I can save this it is saved now. So let's see whether I can access the external traffic or external or the internet. Whether I'm reachable to the internet, let me check. So how can I do it is using sudo apt update y. Or you can say ping google.com. So it has errored out, it's not connecting to the internet, and it's when I ping any external website, it's not working. Right? So how we can achieve this? Now how we can make it to work? Rather, without exposing my IP address to the external world, how I can still be able to download packages or access any website. Let's see how we can do it. So for that, we need to create a Cloud NAT. NAT is a network address translation, right? Let's give a gateway a name, my gateway. Let's keep it at public because I want to access the internet. So it's not the NAT is not for my internal traffic, so it's for the external traffic. So I'll keep it as public, which is the default settings. Now network, I'm going to choose VPC1. Region is automatically pre-populated. I have to create a cloud router as a mandate, so I'll create a cloud router. You can say my router. So you can keep the default settings. I'm not changing any settings out here, so you can keep the default settings. And here I'm saying that source endpoint, obviously in our case it's VM instances. I'm not using GK or serverless yet, so I'll keep it as a default. So I'll keep the Cloud NAT IP address as automatic recommended, because I will let GCP to pick up any address or assign any address. I'm not changing anything out here. So I'll keep everything as default, and I can create this gateway. So what it's going to do, it's going to create a router and a NAT gateway, right? So let's see whether right after creating this, whether we can access the internet from my VM instance, or are we able to download any packages. So we can, so this is the connection which was established. So let's try again. Sudo apt update y. Yes, yeah, there you go. So you can see a NAT configuration, NAT gateway configuration has enabled this VM to download packages from the internet without exposing its external IP. So this is quite handy where in case of a private VPC network or a private network, or when in a scenario when you don't want to expose your IP to the external world. That's all for this video. I hope you guys like it, and if you like it, you can like the video, or if you don't, you can post your comments. Thank you so much.